Digital note-taking devices made of e-ink screens is a relatively new concept. They've only been around for a few years. The big selling points is that they come with styli and they allow you to draw, freehand take notes, as well as edit PDF files. In terms of color, we've really had no options. The only companies to give you an option between black and white is the Kindle line of e-readers and the Sony DPT. This is including the RP1 and the CP1. White edition of the Sony digital paper was only available in Japan up until recently. Now it's a color option from Sony's various distributors such as B&H and so on. You know you have the white one because it actually does not have a sticker on it that says
right.
white. It's actually inherent, designed, and laser etched on the box.
That's right. All the other ones will actually have a sticker over the white one that says black. So the early RP1s and the S1 were actually made in Japan, but the later run of all of them are made in China. So if you are buying one, you might want to look at that if you care about that kind of thing. So this is the box of the RP1. It is a very large box. It is obviously 13.3 is currently the largest size of e-readers commercially available. You get some quick tips and you get the device itself. We're going to leave that till the end like we usually do and explore the rest of the box. You have some replacement nibs, unlike the Remarkable, who give you, I guess, 8 nibs and 2 in the device. You only get 3 with Sony, and that's kind of weird because actually the Sony nibs wear down faster than any stylus we've ever used in our studio. So you will be replacing those more frequent than you think. You get some Quickstart Guides and some limited warranties and everything, so you gotta hold on to these. The Quickstart Guide is gigantic and it folds out like one of those traveler's maps, so it's really we're not even able to show it on camera. You do have a USB, and they are still using micro USB because it's essentially the same device from 2016. And you get the stylus. If you've seen it before, this will be a repeat to you. If you've never seen it, stay tuned, focus in. This is one of the most maintenance-heavy styluses because, as I said, the carbon tips wear down and you only get 4 total. And it actually has a lithium-ion battery on board that you have to charge. And you actually have to charge it more often than you'd think because it wears out pretty quick because the milliamp is not listed, but it is small.
That's correct. And one of the things that you have to bear in mind is if you lose it.
Yes.
Because it magnetically clips to the side, but if you swivel the e-reader, it comes out pretty quickly.
That's right. So this is the first time in the studio we've ever had a white one before, so this is actually really nice to see. So obviously it is a nice kind of alpine white on the side. It's not an off-white like the Whiskey EE, right? The back is a nice stone gray with a nice little bevel, which is an angle, kind of a grade on the side. It's a very high grip. It doesn't leave a lot of fingerprints either, so it's actually all very high quality all around.
Now, on each side, there is an edge that allows the stylus to magnetically click into place.
That's right. Michael was mentioning that earlier, and we've noticed on previous models, look what happens. When you so much as put it down, it actually falls off. It is an easy stylus to lose given how expensive it actually is.
Yeah, that's correct. So let's take a look at what's going on the sides.
Now you can really notice that this was originally a Japanese device, and that's because it has a strap loop. And whether you have Sony Xperia smartphones that were made in Japan, certain Japanese tablets, they're really into this, and the stylus has it too. They're actually one of the few countries that keeps putting these on all their devices, smartphones and tablets alike. You do get the one button on here, that's really your go-to button, and it'll just open up your little menu. Everything else is at the top. Your power button, your LED indicator, your micro USB, and your reset button. That's really it, but this thing is so light, you can actually hold it by its very tip, and you can see it's incredibly light, and it is flexible to some degree. It's no Wexler Flex 1, so don't go to town on it, but it is a flexible screen to some degree.
Right. So it's important to note with the USB port that you just can't plug it into your computer and drag and drop files to this device and from the device to your computer. You actually need to download the Sony Digital Paper app.
That's correct.
And it's not an easy it's not an easy download. You just don't Google it and you land on it.
Yeah.
You actually have to register on the Sony site, enter an email and password, and they actually email the link to it to your email address. So it's a little bit unwieldy in terms of doing that. If you have any comments regarding this, drop a comment below. And for goodreader.com, an unboxing of the Sony Digital Paper DPT-RP1 White Edition. My name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Everybody take care.